Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaim Narottam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Diri Nashtapraishu Vadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevi Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. So continuing with the discussion on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 19, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructs Srila Rupa Goswami. Text 150 onwards. Muktanam api siddhanam narayana parayana sudurlabha prashantatma kotishvapi mahamune. So a comparison, well, not a comparison, but Mahaprabhu is trying to tell that bhakti is just greater than Gyan, Karma, Yoga, everything. And now in this verse, O great sage, out of many millions of materially liberated people who are free from ignorance, and out of many millions of siddhas who have nearly attained perfection, there is hardly one pure devotee of Narayana. Only such a devotee is actually completely satisfied and peaceful. This verse is quoted from Srimad Bhagavatam. The Narayan Parayana, the devotee of Lord Narayan, is the only blissful person. One who becomes a Narayan Parayan is already liberated from material bondage. He already possesses all the perfections of yoga. Unless one comes to the platform of Narayana Parayan and passes over the platform of Bhukti Mukti Siddhi, he cannot be fully satisfied. That is pure devotional stage. Anyam Hilashita Shunyam. What Rupa Goswami writes in Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, listening to Mahaprabhu. One who desires nothing but Krishna and who is not influenced by the process of Jnana Marga, cultivation of knowledge, actually becomes free from ignorance. A first-class person is one who is not influenced by karma or yoga. He simply depends on Krishna and is satisfied in his devotional service. According to Srimad Bhagavatam, Narayana para sarve na kutaschan bibhyati. Such a person is never afraid of anything. For him, heaven and hell are the same. Not knowing the situations of a Narayan Parayan, rascals become envious. By the grace of Narayan, a devotee is situated in the most opulent position in the material world. In the material world also. Rascals are envious of Narayan and his devotee, but the devotee endeavors to please another devotee of Narayan because he knows that by pleasing Narayan's representative, one directly pleases Lord Narayan. Therefore, devotee offers the best comforts and facilities to his spiritual master. Outsiders who have no knowledge of Narayan are envious of both Narayan and his devotee. Consequently, when they see that Narayan's devotee is opulently situated, they become even more envious. And that is true. Because a devotee, although works hard, even in material life, he works hard, but his aim is to please the Lord only. There's no other aim. And by Lord's mercy, if they are opulently situated, then non-devotees, they become even more envious. But when the devotee of Narayan asks such foolish people to come live with him in the same comfortable situation, they do not agree because they cannot give up illicit sex, meat eating, intoxication, and gambling. Therefore, the materialist refuses the company of Narayan Parayan, although he is envious of the devotee's material situation. In Western countries, when ordinary men, storekeepers and workers see our devotees living and eating sumptuously and yet not working means not have a regular jobs, They become very eager to know where they get the money. Such people become envious and ask, how is it possible to live so comfortably without working? How is it that you have so many cars, bright faces, and nice clothes? Not knowing that Krishna looks after his devotees. Such people become surprised and some become envious. So, yes, this is Prabhupada's realization. But the shloka, Mukta Nape Siddha Nam. See, devotees are just rare and very, very dear to Krishna. ब्रह्मांड भ्रमित कौन भाग्यवान जीव Guru Krishna prasade पाए bhakti lata बीज. According to their karma, all living entities are wandering throughout the entire universe. Some of them are being elevated to the upper planetary systems, and some are going down into the lower planetary systems. Out of many millions of wandering living entities, one who is very fortunate gets an opportunity to associate with the bona fide spiritual master by the grace of Krishna. So, Kono Bhagyavan Jeev, very fortunate. By the mercy of both Krishna and the spiritual master, such a person receives the seed of the creeper of devotional service. So, by Bhakti Lata Beach. So, let's see what Prabhupada says. When we speak of Brahmand, we refer to the whole universe or to the cluster of many millions of universes. In all the universes, there are innumerable planets and there are innumerable living entities upon those planets, in the air, on land, and in the water. There are millions and trillions of living entities everywhere, and they are engaged by Maya in suffering and enjoying the results of their fruitive activity, life after life. And the whole scenario that is set by Maya, designed by Krishna, even though we are suffering, and everybody is suffering, we think we are happy. Or we could be, if we make this adjustment, we will be happy, and if we make that adjustment, we'll be happy. Can't. Not gonna happen. This is the position of the materially conditioned living entities. Out of many of these living entities, one who is actually fortunate, Bhagyavan. Generally, we think one who's fortunate is what? He has a big fortune. Fortune means lots of money. But not according to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Lord himself. The fortunate one is he comes in contact with the bona fide spiritual master by Krishna's mercy. Because then his cycle of birth and death is coming to a halt. That's why he is fortunate. Krishna is situated in everyone's heart, and if one desires something, Krishna fulfills one's desire. If a living entity by chance or fortune comes in contact with the Krishna consciousness movement and wishes to associate with that movement, Krishna, who is situated in everyone's heart, gives him the chance to meet a bona fide spiritual master. This is called Guru Krishna Prasad. Krishna is prepared to bestow his mercy upon all living entities. And as soon as a living entity desires the Lord's mercy, the Lord immediately gives him an opportunity to meet a bona fide spiritual master. Such a fortunate person is fortified by both Krishna and the spiritual master. So why one desires and other living entity doesn't desire Krishna's mercy? It's not like Krishna is going to be partial or biased towards some. Previously he said this bhakti is very rare. So very rare, so is he partial that he bestows it on somebody and doesn't give it to another? No. That desire in the heart of a living entity comes based on his Agyat Sukriti, when the bank balance of Agyat Sukriti is enormous. He is helped from within by Krishna, means as Paramatma, and without by the spiritual master. Both are prepared to help a sincere living being become free from material bondage. And this is the real help of a spiritual master, of Guru, of a bona fide Guru. That the sincere living being, he tries to become free from material bondage. Not that the Guru is increasing his or prolonging his material bondage. That's not the function of a Guru. So how he helps him reduce or getting free? By engaging him in devotional service of Krishna. So simple. But people don't even know what Guru is. And Guru, so-called Gurus themselves, they don't know who Guru is. And how can they help their followers? How one can become this fortunate can be seen in the life of Srila Narad. In his previous life, he was born of a maidservant. Although he was not born in a prestigious position, his mother was fortunately engaged in rendering service to some Vaishnavas. When these Vaishnavas were resting during the Chaturmasya period, the boy Narad took the opportunity to engage in their service. Taking compassion upon the boy, the Vaishnavas offered him the remnants of their food. By serving these Vaishnavas and obeying their orders, the boy became the object of their sympathy. And by the Vaishnavas' unknown mercy, he gradually became a pure devotee. So, he got the mercy of all these Paramhansas who were visiting his hut. In the next life, he was Narad Muni, the most exalted of Vaishnavas and the most important Guru and Acharya of Vaishnavas. So following in the footsteps of Narad Muni, this Krishna consciousness movement is rendering service to humanity by giving everyone a chance to come in contact with Krishna. If one is fortunate, he becomes intimately related with this movement. Then by the grace of Krishna, one's life becomes successful. Everyone has dormant Krishna bhakti, love for Krishna, and in the association of good devotees, that love is revealed. Everybody, that's what Prabhupada, everyone has dormant Krishna bhakti. Or Jivera Swarupa Krishnera Nityadas. Every jeev, every living entity, no matter what kind of body we are in, what kind of planet, what kind of species we are in, it doesn't matter. So this is what devotees do. They give a chance to everybody to perform, to render, perform devotional service, to come in contact, do some more devotional service. Of course, those who are sincerely preaching, their motive is only to bring souls, living entities to Krishna. Whether by directly engaging them in service or making them well-wishers, understanding them. But sometimes people are not ready to take up service. Okay, just become a well-wisher. Somehow, give some donation, take a book, take some prashadam, or some other service. But the idea is somehow or other engage them in Krishna's service. Because this is what is going to make them happy. People don't know. People definitely they don't. Like when we used to go out for book distribution. Now we are distributing Bhagavad Gita. Of course, the word is not right, distributing Bhagavad Gita. We're not giving them away for free. We are actually selling them. But selling doesn't sound nice, so we use the word distribute. So many times we meet people, of course, their intention, their feeling, their emotions are perfectly all right. They come and they say, why you're distributing on streets? Why you're wearing shoes and holding Bhagavad Gita in their hands? This is insult to Bhagavad Gita. So to pacify them, I say, well, this is what our Guru has told us, so we are just trying to follow. But the real insult of Bhagavad Gita is when we don't open, don't study, don't try to find out what Krishna is trying to say and don't implement it in our lives. That is a real insult, or of any scripture. So this is what? Giving people a chance to come in contact with Krishna. With the Krishna, Bhagavad Gita is Krishna's word, non different from Krishna. Many times when we were distributing Bhagavad Gitas in Delhi, then young people would come, oh, I cannot, Guruji, I cannot touch Bhagavad Gita, I've just eaten chicken. At least the mood is right. Then we would say, no, well, this Gita is covered in plastic wrapper, you can take it. So when you wash your hands, then you open it. But this is somehow devotees are working very hard to give others, to increase their Agyat Sukriti bank balance. That's the whole idea. And then somehow or other, they'll come in contact with devotees. They will, whether this lifetime, next lifetime, 10 lifetimes later, who knows? But we just have to keep on working. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kabunai Shravanadi Shuddha Chitte Karayota. Dormant devotional service to Krishna is within everyone. Simply by one's associating with devotees, hearing their good instructions, and chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, dormant love for Krishna is awakened. In this way, one acquires a seed of devotional service. So when Mahaprabhu says that by Bhakti Lata Bij, actually the Bij is already there, because this is what Prabhupada is writing. Dormant devotional service to Krishna is within everyone. But by coming in contact, they get to fructify that seed. Hearing good instructions, association, chanting Hare Krishna mantra, and other processes are there. And then Mahaprabhu said, Mali haya kare sai bija aropan, Shravan kirtan jale kare secha. When a person receives a seed of devotion service, he should take care of it by becoming a gardener and sowing the seed in his heart. If he waters the seed gradually by the process of Shravan and Kirtan, hearing and chanting, the seed will begin to sprout. So he gets to water that seed, and that watering process is Shravan Kirtan or Navda Bhakti. The beginning is Shravan Kirtan, and the seed will begin to sprout. To live with devotees or to live in a temple means to associate with Shravan Kirtan process. Sometimes neophyte devotees think that they can continue the Shravan Kirtan process without worshipping the deity. But the execution of such Shravan Kirtan is meant for highly developed devotees like Haridas Thakur, who engage in the Shravan Kirtan process without worshipping the deity. However, one should not falsely imitate Haridas Thakur and abandon deity worship to try to engage solely in Shravan Kirtan. This is not possible for neophyte devotees. So we need the whole thing actually. We cannot just rely on Shravan Kirtan because our mind It's not in control. We don't have that much of affinity for Shravan Kirtan. So we need whole thing. Deity worship, association, devotee, practical service, everything we need. The word Guru Prasad indicates that the spiritual master is very merciful in bestowing the boon of devotion service upon the disciple. That is the best possible gift the spiritual master has to offer. Those with the background of pious life are eligible to receive life's supreme benefit, and to bestow this benefit, the Supreme Personality of Godhead sends his representative to impart his mercy. Endowed with the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the spiritual master distributes the mercy to those who are elevated and pious. Thus, the spiritual master trains his disciples to render devotional service unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And that is actually the opening words of morning puja that we do. Sansar Davanal Nidalok. So Sansar is Davanal. Davanal means like forest fire. It is burning everybody, and everybody is suffering. But spiritual master brings the rain, the water, and forest fire cannot extinguish by just little water, spraying of little water. It needs the rain. And rain is what? Karunya Ghana Ghanatva. Rain of the mercy of Krishna. And this is what spiritual master brings to subdue this fire, forest fire, in which everybody is suffering. Thus the spiritual master trains. By the mercy of Krishna, one meets the bona fide spiritual master, and by the mercy of the spiritual master, the disciple is fully trained in the devotions. Bhakti Lata Bij means the seed of devotion service. Everything has an original cause or seed. For any idea, program, plan, or device, there is first of all contemplation of the plan, and that is called the bija or seed. The methods, rules, and regulations by which one is perfectly trained in devotional service constitute the Bhakti Lata Bij or seed of devotional service. The methods, rules, and regulations by which one is perfectly trained in devotional service. So this is the seed. This Bhakti Lata Bij is received from the spiritual master by the grace of Krishna. Other seeds called Anya Bhilasha Bija, including the Karma Bij and Jnana Bij. If one is not fortunate enough to receive the Bhakti Lata Bij from the spiritual master, he instead cultivates such seeds as Karma Bij, Jnana Bij, or political, social, or philanthropic Bijas. However, the Bhakti Lata Bij is different from these other Bijas or seeds. Bhakti Lata Bij can be received only through the mercy of the spiritual master. Therefore, one has to satisfy the spiritual master to get the Bhakti Lata Bij. Yasya Prasadad Bhakti Prasad means if spiritual master is pleased, Krishna will be pleased. Bhakti Lata Bij is the origin of devotional service. Unless one satisfies the spiritual master, he gets the bij or root cause of karma, jnana, and yoga without the benefit of devotional service. But one who is faithful to his spiritual master gets the Bhakti Lata Bij. This Bhakti Lata Bij is received when one is initiated by the bona fide spiritual master. After receiving the spiritual master's mercy, one must repeat his instructions, and this is called Shravana Kirtan. One who has not properly heard from the spiritual master, one who does not follow the regulative principles, is not fit for chanting. This is explained in Bhagavad Gita. One who has not listened carefully to the instructions of the spiritual master is unfit for chanting or for preaching the cult of devotion service. So one has to water the Bhakti Lata Bij by receiving instructions from the spiritual master. So this is what we are trying to do. Hearing Prabhupada's instructions, receiving Prabhupada's instructions, trying to water our Bhakti Lata beach. And slowly, slowly, it will grow. It is growing in everybody's, and it will grow more and more. And this is what we'll read. Where does it go after it grows? So we'll stop here. See anybody with any questions? Okay, you all have a safe and wonderful day. Hare